Look at Atlanta's opening lineup. In the backcourt, it's the stars, Young and Murray. Joe Harris is out there with Hunter, and it's Hunter in at the 5. And for Memphis, Bird is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Gasol. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Kuzi in at the point. Murray against Beal. Trying to find Bird. He's got it now. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. And in the NBA, Richard, the front court positions more than any other, evolving quite a bit in recent years.
Yeah, more versatility is required now than ever before. And both of these teams are loaded with talent in their front court. This should be an exciting watch.
Here's Bird, following the bucket by the Hawks. Bird is screen on Young. The shot's good from Kuzi.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Good on the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Bird misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the night. Whitey's checked in for the Grizzlies.
At the line for one.
And it's become clear what a leader Young is on this team. He senses when they need an infusion of confidence and always tries to provide it.
Now here's Beal. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Gasol passes to Beal. Back to Gasol. Love outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
There's not a lot that he can do, but stretch the floor is one of the things that Kevin Love is a specialist at.
With the Grizzlies, Richard, there's so much talent. They just haven't made a big run in the postseason.
Yeah, it's coming. They've lost to the Warriors and they've lost to the Lakers the last 2 years. Both of these teams just have a tremendous amount of an experience advantage versus the Grizzlies, and it's showing.
Now Hunter, following the miss by Larry Bird from deep. Murray, good.
That was great D, but better offense by Murray with the easy bucket.
And why don't we take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month. The Hawks, number 1.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
First free throw is good. The Grizzlies making a change here. Pierce is checked in. And he can't hit the second. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 3-point lead. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
The bench production was huge, no doubt. A testament to how well prepared this coaching staff is for these tough road games.
And the Hawks with possession here, following the score by Memphis. Hunter kicks to Murray. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. And there's Hunter on the assist from Young. Hunter's got 6.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Love with the screen on Murray. With the floater, and Bird with the lay-in.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looked. It's a challenging shot.
Young, no good.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
They now take the lead. White's got his second bucket of the night.
And his passing is probably the most underrated part of his game. Pierce is a terrific playmaker on that wing.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Hunter, no one around him. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists tonight. And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
Wilkins is checked in for Kevin Love. And the power rankings now, second half of February. Interesting to see how some of these teams compare. Take a look at the Grizzlies. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And I think for the Hawks, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinions. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
Now here's Gasol. No scoring in this one. Wilkins surveying the defense. It's tipped. Hunter for three. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Vucevic checked in for Gasol. Love comes in for Larry Bird. And it's Bain in for Wilkins.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Here's Young. The Grizzlies making the shot. Murray, the basket good, off the assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists in the game.
Confident from this area, Murray uses that mid-range quite a bit. Rare for someone his age.
Bain, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Hawks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Becoming a more consistent offensive weapon, Murray finding ways to contribute.
Marcus Smart's checked in for Memphis.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Love. The teardrop falls in. Love's got 5 points so far.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so...
White against Young. Smart with this screen on Young. Left side, Smart. Three-pointer. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Atlanta.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
Kevin Love out there with Pierce. Then there's Desmond Bain. Then it's White, and it's Vucevic in at the 5, patrolling the paint. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Hunter against White. Ferocious swat. He goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Shot clock at 6. Love with the screen on Iguodala. Here's the pass to Love. And that comes off the assist by Pierce. Love's got the first basket of the second quarter for Memphis. On the wing, Iguodala. Here's Ryan. And that's collected by Love.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, there was quite a bit of shakeup in the Hawks front office last season amid rumors of discord. DeJounte Murray said, "There's a lot of noise, but at the end of the day, winning takes care of it all. So we need to control what we can control, continue to come together as brothers, and try to go out and win basketball games." Kevin, back to you.
All right, that's all they can do. David, thanks. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Grizzlies making a switch here. Beal's checked in. RJ, I've got a hypothetical for you. If we did a fantasy draft and you had the first overall pick, who would you take?
I'm going to be honest. Right now, I'm going to have to probably say Jokic. Just because there's no defense that has been created that can stop his offensive game. So ultimately, it doesn't matter how good of a defender he is. But second, I'm still going with Brown.
And it's time for an injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Dominique Wilkins. David?
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Grizzlies. Told me it's a sprained ankle. Of course, those can be tricky.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Here's Iguodala. Following the basket by Kevin Love. Tries again. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
The free throw drops for Hunter. Here's Beal. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's for three. Joseph with the rebound.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Beal dishes to Love. And Love throws it down.
Unless you've been living under a rock, Kevin Love was the guy on team, so he's more than capable of carrying the load.
Count it, good. 11 points for Big Dog.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Kuzi. And it goes down 2 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Talking about Bradley Beal, Greg, I feel like he doesn't get enough credit for his pass. Oh, my goodness, the slam!
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Pass to Pierce. To the middle. From 10 feet out, and it's Love missing.
And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
Stolen by Wilkins. Down low, here's Pierce, and it's Pierce with the jam!
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Fast break Memphis, and it's blocked. That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Larry Bird's checked in for Kevin Love.
Grizzlies, number 33, Larry Bird.
Here's Kuzi off the left rim and out. The Hawks leading. Passes it to Ryan. The three now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And nice dime from Hunter there. An unselfish player who knows how to look for his teammates. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Joseph, the pass to Ryan. Here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Here's Bird. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Shot to stop the run. It's good. And the Hawks lead has got down now to just 6 in the basket from Bird.
And that's his strongest trait, the unselfishness from Kuzi. Fantastic at realizing when one of his guys has an opportunity for a clean look.
Ryan with the bucket. Ryan's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Hawks.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Atlanta gets called for the foul. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
And that one falls for Beal.
And now a veteran in this league, Beal is hungry to compete for championships at this stage of his career. And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And really, Hunter can guard every position. This is something that makes him incredibly valuable.
And so we conclude the first half. Hawks lead by 11. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, great offense in the first half. What made it possible?
I think we're executing pretty well. Moving them around a little bit with some fakes, and guys are just playing aggressive as much as anything, but if we get a few more stops.
It's been good so far, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Atlanta Hawks.
They've been active on the glass. That's helped them take control of this game. It's tough to be the team that's rebounding as well as they are right now.
And even when you block these guys out, someone comes knifing in to the other spot on the floor. It's a problem.
Shifting focus, let's take a look at the guys who could have a potential spot in this year's three-point contest.
And with the event right around the corner, time to practice shooting off those racks.
Rack City, you know what it is. Got to get them up. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Big Dog has been really making it happen, guys.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. In the backcourt, it's the Stars, Young and Murray. Hunter is out there with Okongwu. And it's Prince in at the small forward.
Murray is capable of getting double-digit assists anytime he's on the floor because he is an unselfish point guard.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Kuzi, defended by Young. Beal from long range hits it from three-point range. Beal's got 7 points.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Left side, Beal. That doesn't go either for Beal.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
For 3, Hunter sinks the three-pointer. Hunter's got 22.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Beal deciding where to go with it. It's a pick by Love, and it's Big Dog with the foul. That's his first foul. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Lets it fly from 18.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Desmond Bain went to a small high school. He says, I was the biggest guy every game I played, so I was just getting to the rim. I didn't know how good of a shooter I was until I got to college. Now in the NBA, where does he rank himself? He says, other than Steph Curry, you're going to have to show me someone better. Kevin?
Oh, David, I love the confidence. Thanks so much.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
Love with the screen on Okongwu. Kuzi passes to Love. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Young with no one around. Drills the three-pointer. Young's got his second bucket tonight.
And that's just too easy for Young. The D has to guard him a lot better than that beyond the arc.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Take a look at the Grizzlies. They're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up.
And for the Grizzlies, lately they've been off their game just a little bit. It's led to them losing that top spot here in the standings.
They've got plenty of time left to get back to being the team we thought they'd be heading into the year, but they better do it quick. You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's his check-in for Memphis.
Coming onto the floor for the Grizzlies, number 34, Paul Pierce.
Inside, Bird. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
Yeah, and in every generation or so, a player comes along who can be considered a true superstar. Folks, that's Larry Bird.
He's perfect from the line this time.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
And Young kicks to Okongwu. With this break in the action, here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month. The Hawks, number 1.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Both free throws good from Okongwu. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And it's Pierce in the corner. And again, Memphis no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the board has been impressive. And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Gasol. He's around 6 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him, you have to watch to understand his impact.
Murray, the pass to Hunter. That's in there. Murray with the assist. And it's now 26 points for Big Dog.
He's on a bit of a heater now. He hasn't missed one this quarter yet.
Pass to Bird. Gasol setting the pick for Bird. That three off the mark.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Murray against Bird. Murray dishes to Young. Deflects the pass. And now Pierce running the floor all by himself.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen. And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
To the paint. Here's the floater.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster.
Oh, my
wow.
goodness.
Man.
And hard to miss the wide open man that time. Kudos to Young for finding him.
Here's Love. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
And Gasol comes to help. From deep, Prince. The Grizzlies pull it in. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Out to the right wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Atlanta leading by 19. From deep, Prince buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
14 foul. Coming onto the floor for your Grizzlies, number 21, Dominique Wilkins.
And stolen by Okongwu. For 3, Murray. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Atlanta holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Pierce, also Wilkins out there. Vucevic is out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Kuzi in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Oh, it looks like somebody came out this half on a mission, and his intensity on offense, it's been fun to watch.
And there's the pass to Vucevic. Outside Pierce. And Wilkins now top of the key. Yep, that one goes.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Back to Young. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Oh, great look there. Young off a pass will normally knock those down.
Wilkins outside. Kuzi passes to Vucevic, and the layup is good. Vucevic has got his first 2 points of the night.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten.
Have mercy.
Wow.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Beal against Murray. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Young for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Prince. Young's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for the Hawks. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Atlanta.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Here's Kuzi. Sweet little floater.
I tell you, Kuzi is pretty crafty down there on the block, has that sense of how to score in traffic.
Fade away. The putback. Young on the follow. Young's got 13 points in the second half.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
The Grizzlies have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Wilkins against Prince. Nice move. The shot by Wilkins, no good. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Here's Murray. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Bradley Beal picks one up. Richard, from when you were a first-round pick back in 2001 to now, what are the biggest changes off the floor?
Oh, that's a tough one. Well, I think it's a combination because everyone didn't have a cell phone back in 2001, and then social media. So now you got social media and cell phones, camera phones. That is the thing that has changed. I think players and teams are just under so much more scrutiny now.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Marc Gasol has checked in for Vucevic. Kevin Love comes in for Pierce. Larry Bird's checked in for Wilkins. And it's Bane in for Beal. Okongwu kicks to Young. From 16 feet away, he cans it. And that's 18 points for Trae Young.
And you like to see sits the half now. He's finally starting to come around.
Murray against Bane. Pass to Bird. Over Prince. Hunter grabs the miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And Love gets it to go.
You know, Love can do more than just catch and shoot, but it's the area that he's most comfortable in.
Young with the ball. Gasol covering. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Passes it to Bird. Rebound by the Hawks.
Another miss from him, struggling to find his rhythm.
Deep 2 from Murray. No good. Great D that time from Bane.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hawks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Big Dog.
And there's no question his defense set the tone for his team and gave them the rim protection they needed. Outstanding effort.
Here's Murray. And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Kicks to Gasol. Love deciding where to go with it. Three-pointer, Bird. Prince with the defensive effort. And the shot is good.
You know, such a selfless player. I love how Young stays consistent in how he involves his teammates.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching as we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Big Dog.
I go dummy, I go stupid.